Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to share with you guys a pretty funny story about a Twitch girls. Yeah, this video is a really good example of why we don't fuck with Twitch girls. I mean Twitch girls. Nah, I'm mostly joking, but before we jump into this, I do want to make a quick disclaimer that I will not be leaking anyone's name or usernames in this video just for respect and obviously legal purposes. Anyways, let's just get right on with this story. So this story takes place about fall of 2016 if I remember correctly, so about 4 years ago. I was taking college classes at a local community college, and there was this really pretty girl who would always sit in the front of the classroom, and she would always show up late to class. And she would usually always be talking on the phone with someone, and she'd always have like a Dunkin' coffee in her hand or something like that. But yeah, she would always show up late with like stumbling in the classroom on her phone, like with Dunkin' in her hand and stuff like that. So this girl, she usually sat a few seats right in front of me, and one day I noticed her walking to class wearing a Twitch hoodie, like the ones that only Twitch partners would get. Like I knew the difference between like normal Twitch merch and the hoodies that the Twitch partners get. And this is also back in the day where being a Twitch partner was like really like hard and difficult thing to do. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it's still hard and difficult to do today, but I think the standards were set a bit higher, and this was also before they even released the affiliate status. But I like kept questioning it, like, who the fuck was this person? Is she actually a streamer, or did she just like buy the hoodie off of a friend or something like that? Is she a legit Twitch partner or not? All of those questions I had were literally answered the next day. At some point during the class, I remember the teacher had said something, and then in response to the teacher saying that, I said something along the lines of like, "Oh, feels bad, man." Like the teacher was probably like, "Oh, and this person like was such a great person and he died," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh, feels bad, man," or something like that. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I do remember saying "feels bad, man." And I wanted to also say it because I wanted to see if she would notice, because I mean, like, that's kind of like Twitch or internet slang or logo or whatever you want to call it. And to my surprise, it kind of worked. She looked over at me and she was like, "Oh, like, do you watch Twitch or anything?" As she's like wearing her Twitch hoodie. And I was just like, yeah. And I mean, that's pretty much just the point where the professor cut us off right there and told us to stop talking, because like, she asked me that, I said yes, and I think we said like something else, I don't remember exactly, but then the professor was like, "All right guys, like, relax and listen to the lecture," or whatever was going on. So after class, the streamer came up to me and she had a little pin, and she gave me a little pin that had her Twitch channel on it, and she said something along the lines of like, "Hey, come check out my streams sometimes, like you said you watch Twitch, like, whatever, blah blah blah, come watch my streams." And at this point, I started getting more into YouTube and streaming. Like, I had already had my channel, but I wasn't really like super serious about making videos. I kind of just like, yeah, whatever. Like, I just wanted to make a couple videos and see what would happen. And I learned about streaming, and I wanted to get into streaming more, and I really wanted to like, educate myself, and I wanted to try streaming myself. But I just had no idea where to start. And I had no idea how to use OBS or capture cards, like which capture card to buy, or like how to use Twitch, or like the Twitch alerts or stream layouts, or literally like any of that sort of stuff. I had no clue about, and obviously I wanted to learn about those things and do all of those things. So the next day after class, I asked her if she can give me some tips on how to get started in streaming, and she said she would, and she actually ended up giving me her number. And at this point in my life, I had no idea that it was really this easy to get a cute girl's number. But anyways, she was like, "Yeah, just text me like any questions you have, or if you want, after class tomorrow, we can go and grab a bite to eat and talk about things." I didn't really realize what was going on at this moment. Like, was she asking me out on a date, or was she just doing this as a friend, or like just to help me, or like, what was going on? I mean, I kind of just thought she just wanted to go and grab some food as a friend and talk about Twitch streaming and whatever. But I guess like some other people or like friends of mine or whoever would like argue to the fact that, you know, she probably was asking me on a date. And who knows, maybe she was and I was kind of dumb and just didn't realize it, but I didn't take it that way. So yeah. Well, anyways, the next day after class, I met her for pizza. And we pretty much just talked a little bit about Twitch. And she kind of shared her secret with me. Her secret on how she got so big on Twitch so fast. She told me the easiest and fastest way to get big on Twitch was to be a girl. Not even joking at all. That's all she said to me. She said, just be a girl, show a lot of attention to like all those thirsty guys, and you will get big on Twitch. She told me like obviously you're not a girl, so it's gonna be a lot harder for you. Like you actually have to be like good at video games or whatever else. You have to be entertaining. But as a girl, all you have to do is show attention to thirsty ass guys, and it will work every single time. After talking about Twitch for a little bit, we started to talk more about our personal lives. She told me she was in a long distance relationship and she was very unhappy with it. I mean, like, she could have been hinting at something with me, but I think I was maybe a little too dumb to catch on, or maybe I just didn't even like realize it, or like didn't think that, you know, she meant it that way. But like, plus the fact that she was still in a relationship, it didn't really sit well with me, so I kind of just took it at face value and was like, you know, she's not hinting at anything, she's probably just, you know, telling me she's unhappy in her relationship or whatever. Like, I mean, I don't know. But anyways, we were only really like at the pizza place for like an hour at most, and then the night came to the end and we both just ended up going back home. And you might think that that's just the end of the story, but wait, the story definitely does not end here. Oh no, this story gets a lot juicier. Like a week or two later, the class ended and we didn't really talk to each other that much. And then fast forward about 6 months after that, I found out that she actually had some controversy behind her name. It was something along the lines of her like accidentally killing an exotic pet of hers. Apparently, this animal got a disease from another pet living in her house. She was well aware of this, that this animal could catch a disease and potentially die. She knew all of the possibilities of this happening, yet continued to house this exotic pet and her other pet. Those two pets cannot live together. They will make one of the other ones sick and die. But she did not give a fuck. She continued to house these pets together. And honestly, that does not sit well with me. If you are well aware of the fact or the potential outcome of a death and you do nothing to avoid it, that's fucked up. That is really fucked up. So anyways, I saw someone on Twitter calling her out for it and how fucked up it was, which I 100% wholeheartedly agree that it was fucked up. And all I did was I liked that tweet. I liked that tweet of some random person calling her out for this. Later that day, she DMs me and completely goes off on me. I never said anything to her or about her pet or anything. I kept my mouth completely shut. All I did was like the tweet and she went off on me. After that, I just like, you know, I kind of just left her on read and she got even more pissed and just ended up blocking me. I thought it was fucking hilarious. But yeah, this girl was like kind of a psycho, and like, you know, it was really weird. Like one point it almost felt like she was trying to cheat on her boyfriend with me, and then she uses the fact that she's a girl to like get money from like sad lonely guys or even girls on Twitch, and then she kills one of her pets on accident. I don't know, man, like it was just super weird. But anyways, like, you know, that's the story of how I went on a date with a Twitch streamer, or whatever you want to call it. But that's why, boys and girls, that's why we listen and follow by Etika's rules.
There is a set of code that accompanies this YouTube channel in every action it does. No bitch niggas, no snitch niggas, no Twitch niggas, and no fake switch niggas. Get back to me on that last one. I still don't know what the fuck it means. If you are a member of this YouTube channel, you live by these laws.